pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
First carry now for Chase Edmonds. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On the give, this is their fullback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A tremendous pursuit that time for the middle linebacker position. He had to cover a lot of ground to get in and make that play. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice 1st down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot in the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 39, Fields. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Didn't learn his lesson the first time, but looks like a second early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a first down there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in at mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
On first down. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Goff. Touchdown! Jameson Williams with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 41, Fields getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It was Charles Harris getting in there behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Charles Harris in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tiger.
Back to throw, Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes this 35-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields.
And now here's another interception. Picked out by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. After the interception, here's Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Channing Tindall in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On second and 10, Goff. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tab.
It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a quarterback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They call it a loss of a yard there, and it'll be fourth down.
No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Will Harris. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Fields now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. First down, and they go with Swift again. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Here's Goff.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
That's good for a Lions.
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Here's Swift. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Gone. Dancing to his left.
And this one too low. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles Harris, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Off play action, Fields. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Williams. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff steps away to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. So that last kickoff, just a mere 4 minutes.